We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysplayingzelda@gmail.com.
This is our video walkthrough for the Ice Cavern. It's kind of a little mini dungeon here in the Ocarina of Time. Basically, the whole point of going through the Ice Dungeon, or Ice Cavern rather, is to get the iron boots.
Which will allow us to get into the water temple right after this.
Oh, I'd rather never go in there again, but...
yeah, exactly, yeah.
We'll deal with it. There's a lot of little annoying things in this dungeon, though. Like, you've already seen these spikes coming from the ceilings.
The icicles, I guess we'll call them.
Yeah, that's
here.
Yeah. And these things up here you're going to see can freeze you in place. It's just a...
Yeah. You want to use Din's Fire right here. Just go ahead and get all three of them out of the way.
Very good idea.
It's kind of an easy way to do it right there.
Yep.
If you got it, might as well... Okay, I'm missing one of them apparently, but...
Yep. And being on this slick surface just brings back some horrible memories.
Of the Ice Palace.
In Link to the Past. That was, I think, our least favorite...
Now, someone read earlier, like, I really don't like this mini dungeon, but, like, I kind of appreciate it for, like, kind of, I guess, being a flashback.
Yes.
To, like, the Ice, you know, I hated the Ice Palace, and, like, to the past, it's like a flashback kind of to an earlier game.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, we didn't really enjoy this Ice Cavern a whole lot.
And it added an element of ice to the game.
Yep.
So while you might not like it, it adds a different element.
Yeah, it's just a new dimension, a new obstacle type thing. And we'll actually get a few Skulltulas in here as well.
I'm not sure how many we get. I think we get at least two. At least two.
At least two.
And a good reminder, with that blade right there, you can always use your shield.
Yes.
And hit well, whichever controller you're using, duck, and use your shield to duck under that. Actually.
Yeah, that way you don't get your head taken off.
Hopefully, I do it right here. Or
just keep running around.
Maybe.
It also works. And you'll see these areas there on the wall a moment ago that are red ice. And those are actually areas we can melt a little bit later that'll let us go to different areas.
And right here, what you want to do is, when that blade's right under you, is when you want to jump. So you want to jump, okay, right about, when it's right under you, if you jump, you'll be good right there to not get hit by the blade after the cutscene.
Nice move. Nice move. I like the sliding.
Yeah.
It was very well done.
And not a theme I'm big for, but it definitely matches this mini dungeon, in my opinion.
It really does. It really does. Oh, more of those blade traps.
It's even more difficult on slippery surfaces.
Yep. Everything's a little more difficult.
Yes. Oh, nice move.
I thought he was going to get you.
I thought I was done for right there.
Oh, yeah, this is
a tricky room right here, and you'll definitely want to kill the ice keys, as you'll see right here.
Oh, they freeze you. Yep, they will get you. It's worse than the fire keys.
And when you get frozen, it continues to take life out of you after that.
Yep. Plus, obviously, you can't move.
Yeah, true. But yeah, definitely the first thing you want to do is kill the ice keys right here and watch this shot coming up. Not this one. This one right here. Check out this. It's a
nice.
That was okay. It was okay. It was okay. I thought it was better than that, but it was okay.
I kind of think it's...
That's a good one. That was a good shot right there. I'm going to go ahead and pat myself on the back for that one right there.
I like how Navi decided to warn you about the keys after you already got frozen by one, by the way.
The guy right here is just a hook shot to him so you can get to him faster, and also takes a hit.
Oh.
That's obviously not a good idea. Hook shot to him right there, and then kill him right away.
Yep. But at least there's some hearts right there to recuperate a little bit.
I totally messed up on that one.
Hook shotting to him, after all, was not a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it takes the hit out of him, but you gotta wait right until they get done blowing.
Yep.
And then you'll be okay.
Yep. And this blue fire here that you're going to get, you can put in your bottles, and that's what we'll use to melt that red ice we saw earlier that'll let us get to some different areas in the dungeon, or in the mini dungeon.
In this mini dungeon, you'll want to stack up on this as much as you can, really, because you're going to need it in different places throughout the cavern, I guess.
Yeah.
It's called cavern, so yeah.
Yeah, that's a good name for it. But yeah, it's one of the few places you don't have a lot of fairies when you go into, because you need the fire.
Yeah, the fire. Yeah, definitely. We'd actually recommend coming in with no fairies to this mini dungeon.
Yep, just to get as many of the blue fires.
As you see, I'm getting 3 right here.
Yep, load up on them when you can. That way you don't have to backtrack and get more or anything like that. Yeah, because that can get really annoying really fast. It's kind of funny though. We keep calling it a mini dungeon. It's still, what, 18 minutes long?
Yeah, I think about 20 minutes. Yeah, about 20 minutes long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lengthy one for being not compared to some of the other ones.
So, I'm not a big fan of it, but I like the whole ice element that it brings into the game.
Yep, and it's really the only area other than, I guess, Zora's domain.
That's frozen?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, after this, you actually go to, you play this, and then you go to Zora's domain, and you get the tunic right after this.
The blue tunic, yep. And also for being a little mini cavern, mini dungeon, you're also going to get a map and compass in here as well, which sounded a bit of a surprise the first time through.
Yes,
Makes you feel like you're in
that's true. Yeah. And what I also like about it is you get to go back to Jabby Job. It's called it's called Zora's Domain Fountain, I think is what it's called. But where Jabby Jabby was, as a child, you kind of get to go back there and revisit it.
What happened to him when you became an adult?
He's not there anymore. Or he's frozen. No, I think he's not there.
Yeah, you gotta see he's gone entirely. He decided to peace out, I guess, and Ganondorf took over.
Yeah.
He's like, screw this.
Well, he killed all stuff in his stomach, so he must have died happily, I guess. I don't know.
He may have.
And right now, like, we got the blue ice, and we're backtracking, not to the main room, but to the central hub, I guess if you call it, and we're going, use the blue ice on the red ice.
Blue fire.
That's what I said. Yeah. The blue fire on the red ice to melt it.
And actually, we're going to get a heart piece and also Skulltula in here, if I'm not mistaken.
And the compass. And the compass.
Yep.
And that's why we want to have extra blue fire because we'll have to use it to melt the heart and the compass.
That's right. And as you see, we've already used 2 bottles of it.
Which there's actually blue fire in this room, so I guess you don't have to really pack up. But
which is nice. It's good to have it.
It's always better to have more in this dungeon.
Yep. And here, I think we're going to load up again.
Yep, It's a good idea to load up throughout the dungeon. You don't have to backtrack if you don't have to.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst. You get to there, you're like, oh, I got to go back.
But I do love that they threw a heart piece. Like, in later Zelda games, we see heart pieces a lot in dungeons, but
we do.
Ocarina of Time, you really didn't see that very much. So
it really
it was kind of nice getting a heart piece in, like, not a dungeon, but, a mini dungeon, I guess.
Yeah, it is a nice change of pace, because there are not a lot of them inside the dungeons. Definitely in later games.
There are.
Yeah, it's a nice little reward for having to go through which can be a relatively difficult area. I mean, we're doing pretty good here. It's not a bad layout or anything. It's just a lot of obstacles.
We got to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, the first time I played this, it didn't take me a long time, but it took me a little bit of time.
Yep. And just having horrible flashbacks to the ice palace.
Yeah, ice palace. You're still getting flashbacks right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Red's over here sweating, getting flashbacks and withdrawals from the ice palace right now, shaking over here while we're doing commentary.
We did not have fun with that dungeon in Link to the Past.
And then right here is the compass.
Yep. It's nice to get these. Granted, it's a small dungeon.
The
compass,
it's nice to get. The map is necessary, but I don't know if the compass is really necessary.
I think you're about to get hit by a Keese right now, too.
No. I avoided Keese. Actually, I got hit by one.
You can see him right there.
No, that's a little... That's not...
I think that's the Keese.
Yep. Yep, you're right. That was definitely the Keese.
I saw him sneaking up on you. The problem is, when you're using those bottles, you don't have any weapons equipped hardly either.
Like I said, always pack blue ice.
Yep. Blue fire.
Strike 2.
Whatever it is, it goes in the bottle. That's all.
It's not the first thing we've missaid or mispronounced.
It's not the worst thing
in this game.
It's definitely not the worst.
Yeah. Blue ice, blue fire. Actually, that's a total 2 different things. So yeah, I should have screwed those up.
Back in the blade room again, though. We do spend a little bit of time in here.
Getting hit by a blade sucks, but getting hit by an ice blade sucks even worse.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now that we've used our blue fire to get through that door, we're headed our way to part 2 of our walkthrough.
And we're in a little ice puzzle right here coming up.
Oh, it's a fun one.